All right, so it is angles number 4, right triangle. Who knows what a right triangle is? Look at your notes, by the way. Are you looking at your notes, page 47? What's a right triangle?
90.
Good. More. 90 degrees what? Tell me more. What about 90 degrees?
There's 90 degrees on each.
90 degrees each, maybe. So, if I go like this, where's the 90?
In the
Here?
yes.
How many do I have in the triangle?
3.
1.
You can only have one. Look at this angle. Is this 90? Nope. Is this one 90? No, it's too small. You with me? You guys do this with your hands. Go like this with your hands. This is 90. So if you see it here, right, I can see the 90 here. But if this one's smaller, it's less than 90. You okay with this? Okay, these are angles and their amount of rotation for each of them, right? What happens if you had two 90s? Here's what it would look like. Here's the first 90, and here's the second. You would have to draw it like this. And since it's got 3 sides to a triangle, is that a triangle?
No.
No. So you cannot have more than 190 in a triangle. And why do we call it right? Why is it called the right angle? Why is it called right? Why is it called right?
On the right angle.
Look at your notes. Look at your notes. Why is it called right?
So it's on the right angle.
I mean, it's because we use it everywhere, and it's the right one to us. Anything other than this is the wrong one, right? It's just an expression of, hey, we use this all the time. What's the angle right here on the board?
The right angle.
It's a right angle. What's this angle right here?
Angle.
Right angle. What about between the wall and the floor? It's a right angle. You with me? It's all the right one because we use it over and over. Okay, what else do we say about the right triangle? A triangle with one angle equal to 90 degrees. Can a right triangle be an obtuse triangle?
Yeah.
Can a right triangle be an obtuse triangle? Yeah. So if it was, for example, let's go back to this and modify it, right? If this thing changes, is there any way for me to make an obtuse out of this thing? What does obtuse mean?
Greater than 90.
Greater than 90. So if a triangle can only have 190, could it also have another one greater than 90 degrees? Could this happen? No, it can't happen. That's not a triangle. You with me? So the answer to this question in your notes is, can a right triangle be an obtuse triangle? Is no, it cannot. And that's another sort of question of, can it have more than 190, right? Okay, let's talk about a special type of right triangle. Special. It is called the 30, 60, 90. Here it is. Looks like this. Try to draw it a little bit accurately here. This is the 90 degrees. This one is the larger, so this is the 60 degrees. And this is the smaller, this is the 30 degrees. Everybody say 30, 60, 90.
30, 60, 90.
Good, good, good. Okay, 30, 60, 90, right triangle. It's a famous and very often used triangle. If this is 90, okay, track with me. If this is 90 and this is 60, what do they add together?
150.
Good. So bless you. So you're 150. What would this have to be?
30.
30 more to equal the magical.
180.
That's it. Everybody say 180. So 30, 60, 90. Do you see how it all works out perfect? You got a 30, a 60, 90. We use them all the time. So they're a very common triangle. We call it a special, a 30, 60, 90, because that's the 3 angles of it. That cloud in your notes is for summarizing, and the rectangle is for connecting to prior knowledge. See the tab on the website for focused note-taking, and it will explain more about those aspects of taking notes. All right, let's go like this, and this one I'll have you work out. Get ready your hands. Do the hands in the 90. Go 90. Go, 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 go 90. Go 90. Now, go halfway down. Close it halfway. How many degrees?
45.
45.
That's the wrong way.
And if this is 90 and 45, add them up again. What do you get?
What?
Add 90 and 45.
135.
135 plus what equals the magical 180?
45.
Another 45. This is your second special right triangle. What do you think it's called? Look at your notes.
Specific, special triangle.
It is. What do they call it even more? This is the actual name. They call it what it is. It's a 45, 45, 90 triangle because it's got a 45, a 45, and a 90. With me, they all add up to 180. This is your second special right. So you're going to deal with right triangles all semester long. A lot of them will be 30, 60, 90s, and a lot of them will be 45, 45, 90s. We'll come back to them all year long. Okay. And for old time's sake, for some of you, and for new time's sake, for others of you, a right triangle with the Pythagorean theorem. Here we go. Right triangle, which is what? Repeat it again to yourself. What's a right triangle? What is a right triangle? Repeat it again. Triangle with one 90-degree angle. We show it with a square right here. Now we have some terms. Leg, leg. Okay, everybody go like this. Make your hand like you're walking. A triangle has, go like this, miss. Go like this, go like this. A triangle has two legs like a human. Go like this. You guys over here. Go like this. Everybody, go like this. Go like this. Say a triangle has two legs like a human. How many legs does a triangle have? Like a human. You with me? Here's a leg here. The legs are attached to the 90-degree angle. The one side that's not attached to that 90-degree angle, look at your notes, and what is it called? Who can try it for me? Who can try it for me? Look at your notes. Are you looking at your notes? Are you on page 47?
Rabbit?
Do you want to stash your stuff over there behind my desk while you go get things? You want to stash your stuff? You don't have to carry it. You're gonna. Okay. Okay. Are you looking at 47? Sorry, guys, for the interruptions. Are you looking at 47? What's that third side called? You've got two legs. What's the third side called?
There's notes almost done already.
This is it. Where's the next one? This one? Can you read that? Oh, okay. All right. All right, ready? Let me help you with it. I see. Everybody say hypo.
Hypo.
Say the word 10, T-E-N.
E-N.
And then the word use, U-S-E.
Hypotenuse.
Everybody say hypo.
Hypotenuse.
10, use.
Hypotenuse.
That's how you spell it, but that's not how we're going to say it. You're going to say hypotenuse.
Hypotenuse.
Say it again, hypotenuse. Have you heard that? How many have heard this before?
Never.
Somebody has to have. I got one hand. I got two hands. Okay. Good. I'm hoping you've heard it before. This is both the longest side and the side across from the largest angle. And in this case, it's going to be the 90 degrees, across from largest angle. And it's called the hypotenuse. We have this magical thing we start to call one leg an A, we start to call another leg a B, and we start to call the hypotenuse a C, and we have this thing called A squared plus B squared equals C squared. How many have heard that before? Okay, so repeat. I appreciate that. I got at least one hand. Everybody repeat after me. A squared.
A squared.
Everybody, do it. In the back. A squared.
A squared.
Plus B squared.
Plus B squared.
Equals
Equals
C squared.
C squared.
What is it called? A strange name. It's called the Pythagorean
It's called the Pythagorean
theorem.
theorem.
Everybody say Pythagorean
Pythagorean.
theorem. Why is it such a weird name? Because it's some guy's name from 2,000 years ago. We don't use Pythagorean. By the way, if you name your pet Pythagorean, I'll give you bonus points. If you rename your pet. How many have pets? You got a cat or dog? Who has cats? A few. Who has dogs? Or a dog? Okay. Will you consider renaming your pet Pythagorean? Or Pythagoras?
I can name a baby bird.
I like the way you're thinking. You're going to negotiate. How many bonus points? I don't know. We'll talk. But if you're serious, then we'll see what we can do. Okay, we'll see. You better talk to your family first whether they'll accept the dog name change. Okay, recitals. Use your hands to make angles to measure 90 degrees. Half of that is 45. We did that already. Oh, do this. Go back. Go back with your hands. Make a 90. Make a 90. Now this time don't do 45. Show me 30. Go to 30 degrees. Go to 30. And it's not half. It's less than half, somewhere down here, right? It's not 45, it's 30. So try to make a 30, and then try to make a 60 somewhere in here. I don't know where, right? I mean, you can take this protractor and measure it. You know what I mean? Do you see how you're at 90, 60, 45, 30? These are all important measures you're going to use over and over through the whole semester, okay? So I appreciate them putting that in the recitals, them being me. All right, right triangle is a triangle with one 90-degree angle. Obtuse triangle is a triangle with one angle greater than 90 degrees. These are review. The square in the corner means that this is 90 degrees. That's your symbol. Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and I appreciate that they're rewriting it. You can also say leg and leg. You can say leg squared plus leg squared equals height squared. And that helps you understand which of these sides you're using for the Pythagorean theorem. All right? Hypotenuse is the longest side and the side across from the largest angle. Leg of a right triangle, the two sides touching the right angle. Notice the leg touches the right angle and the leg touches the right angle. That's how you know which is which. And, oh, I also throw in alpha and beta and theta into this. Oftentimes we call angles a Greek alphabet letter. We call this alpha if you want, and we could call this beta. They're variables. What's another famous variable you know? What's the most famous variable? What's the most famous variable you know? X. Everybody say X. That was your first. Remember X? This was the first time we really blew your mind in math. You were so good at math in elementary school. Your parents were like, my kid's a genius. You remember this? And then they introduced the X. And what happened? You're like, what's X? And you're like, I don't know. It's a variable. Could be anything you want. You remember this? It really messed up our minds. Math moved from physical up into your mind now. Moved to a whole conceptual idea, right? So we use for X, instead of X's in geometry, we'll use Greek letters. Alpha, beta, theta, phi, all the different Greek letters, which you can Google and you'll see them a bunch in here as we go forward. All right, there's 3 problems in there. Put them in your notes. Answer them if you can. Otherwise, we'll get back to them. Okay, cancel that.